Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to Distance Reiki and Crystals. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm so happy that you're here with me this afternoon. If you're new here, go ahead, click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and make any requests or intentions for your personal healing or well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, go ahead and visit my website at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's wonderful to have y'all here, so let's go ahead, dive right in, and get started. Oh, and we have a kitty. Oh, do we have Hattie? Yes, Hattie? Yeah, hi, Hattie. Yeah, you saying hi? The singing kitties are here today. So let's go ahead and start that grid. Hey, you want to come up and say hi? Come on up, say hi. The cats are at loose ends. I hope you all are doing well. Still a little bit plain right now with the move and everything kind of in flux, and we will have to have a hard stop today. We do need to transition into the Reiki before 5 o'clock so that I will be on time for my level 1 Reiki class that begins tonight and continues through the month. So if you want to learn more about my upcoming classes, again, learnreikiphiladelphia.com. So let's see, we've got Goddess of Four, Lori, Jennifer Vatsa. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. And you're probably about to nap, Jennifer. Awesome. Get that nap. Get that nap. It is hot out. Get that nap. Get that nap in. And definitely happy Wednesday. So Jennifer, your intentions, energy, ability to deal with customers today. You got it. Money, moving forward, and all the love and beauty. That sounds lovely. Let's get on that. Let's see. Did you request any specific stones? Not yet. Let's go ahead and dive in. And just a heads up, as I unpack, I have most of my stones at, reaching distance, but not all of them. So there are a few stones that if you request them, I might not be able to grab them for you, just given where they are in one of a million boxes. There's a lot of small boxes of crystals because you can't really pack a large box of crystals. Well, you can, but you can't really lift it. So let's go ahead and dive in with Jen's requests. Energy and dealing with customers. So energy, we'll bring in some Bumblebee Jasper. Customers dealing with disputes and things like that is actually a good use for labradorite. And we'll also bring in some aquamarine. That's really helpful for that. And money, let's bring in some citrine. Moving forward and all the love and beauty. Come on over. Yeah, little kitty. Come on. Want to come over? You don't know what to do with yourself. So let's go ahead and start off. I don't even have my usual large copper spiral or the slice of a tree. So we're going to start things off with a smaller piece of copper spiral. Copper helps to break up energy blockages and get the optimal flow of energy going. So we're just going to go ahead and put that here. The spiral has also been linked with healing since ever. So we'll go ahead and we'll place that roughly in the middle. And the centerpiece today, let's bring in a beautiful piece of clear quartz. Clear quartz pointed up like this is thought to help direct the energy flow and put kind of a point to it. So I'm going to have the intention that all of the energy we put around it go right up to spirit, hear all of our requests. So there's our clear quartz. We'll start with some citrine. This helps with financial abundance and with making good financial decisions. Also helps with balancing logic and intuition, with nausea, fibromyalgia, addictions, and compulsions. But yeah, a really powerful money manifester. So let's go ahead and... Okay, good start. So we've got that. Labradorite is wonderful for lots of things, but in this regard, customer service, it helps with workplace harmony and kind of discouraging disputes, but we mostly use it here for helping sleep and aiding clairvoyance. That's our spiritual sight. This is also helpful for research and study, and perfect timing where, folks are going back to school. Also really helpful for finding errors in a lot of data. If you work in data science, if you're a coder, this is a beautiful stone to have nearby. Finding like needle in a haystack type work, this is a great stone. So let's go ahead and let's just move that out. Yep. Oop, drop some. So we'll put some labradorite there. Next, for moving forward, we'll bring in some malachite. This is also really helpful for, in a sense, supporting the optimal health of liver, pancreas, spleen. Wonderful for insomnia, as well as inflammation, arthritis, things like that. Really great for things like pain and inflammation in general. Emotionally speaking, wonderful for working through really difficult emotions, a lot of whether it's grief or heartache or heartbreak. This helps you to move those things through the heart center so that you don't get stuck in the darkness of these feelings, but also don't kind of go numb, so that you can actually process them effectively. This helps you to leave the pain of the past behind and step into your future a lot more easily. It's also wonderful for depression, anxiety, and for phobias and fears too. And oh, hi Gertie. Cats still don't know what to make of this move, and that's a-okay. It's a big move for you babies. Yes, it is. Oh, yes. Aquamarine is another one that I often use for anyone dealing with customers and with the public in general. This is one that helps with deflecting pettiness and low vibe energy. We often jokingly call it the anti-Karen stone. It's wonderful for deflecting folks who want to misdirect their upset energy at someone else, like taking it out on somebody they feel they can get away with it on, rather than being direct about their feelings wherever they really need to be. So it's helpful in like customer service type dispute stuff. Also great for forgiveness, whether it's the I forgive you to set myself free, or I forgive you to give you another chance, whichever the case might be. Helps the teeth, the gums, and with all the fluids in the body, as well as brings a may justice prevail kind of vibe. That is aquamarine. And for energy, we're going to bring in bumblebee jasper. So in addition to physical energy and vitality, this also helps with mental focus and motivation, feeling like you want to sink your teeth in and get something done. So if you've been feeling apathetic, kind of hesitant, not wanting to make the changes you need to make, this can be really helpful. It's a lot of positivity and confidence in general too, really supportive of the solar plexus chakra. Helps to balance yin and yang energies in the body, and it's great for decision making and mental focus. So that is bumblebee jasper. It does have large quantities of sulfur and arsenic, so one to be careful with. So there we go. So that is bumblebee jasper. And let's see what we have next. And I hope that you have a wonderful nap, Jen. Dell, wonderful to see you. Chris, I hope you're doing well. Catherine, Joanna, Ashley, nice to see you. And yeah, Catherine, good to see you. Sue. Oh, it's Susan. Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear about your identity being stolen. That's awful. It's good to see you, Susan, but I'm so sorry you're dealing with that. Family issues, court coming up, Dexter's come to and health. Okay, I can definitely support that. Gotcha. And just a reminder for those of you just coming in now, today we have to transition into the Reiki before 5 o'clock so that I can end on time and make sure that I get into teaching my level 1 Reiki class this afternoon on time. So I'm going to get to everybody's request that I possibly can. It's wonderful to see you all. I'm so happy to see you all. Goddess of 4, fast money, saving money, joint pain, more energy. So definitely more energy is this guy. Fast money will bring in some red tiger eye. saving money, good decisions with money is citrine. And joint pain, bring in some howlite. Howlite is good not just for joint pain, but like the healing of joints, dislocation of joints, as well as the bones in general, the integrity of bones, osteopenia, osteoporosis, healing fractures. I struggle with bone density myself. On a more emotional note, this helps with anger, frustration, and resentment. It helps to kind of bring those things down a bit just so you can start to gain the upper hand and start to think clearly about how to handle whatever might be coming up. Anger, resentment, frustration, these aren't bad feelings except for when we really can't do anything about them, but they're meant to motivate us to make changes. So this will help you to make those changes. So let me go ahead, I'm just going to move these out. There we go. Leave some room there. Red tiger eye helps with attracting money in a hurry, and it's also about the most protective stone I have. This is an exceptional stone for trying to discourage and avoid bullying, picking on, gaslighting, triangulation, smear campaigns, all of that stuff. And on the spiritual level, the spiritual equivalent of those. So psychic attack, malevolent spiritual work, very protective. This is one of my favorite stones for like back to school with bullying kinds of things. Like somebody who tends towards being the target of that would do well to hang on to a piece of red tiger eye. But also, like I said, wonderful for attracting money in a hurry. So there we go with red tiger eye. And I might have to do a tarot card trick. There we go. We're going to keep try to keep it as lined up as possible. Okay. And if you're wondering, that was the Emperor card that came out. So let's see what else we have. And all the best to you, Goddess of Four. Family time, fun time, and trips together. Let's bring in some carnelian. This helps relationships of all kinds, how we relate to each other, very related to the sacral chakra, and also with creativity, attracting love and romance, sexuality, as well as just getting along with people to the best of your abilities. Wonderful for cold and allergies, as well as wound healing, and I see Dell in there, so this can be helpful. Also for fertility and things along those lines. But yeah, wonderful for relationships in general, how you get along with folks. So I hope that helps with the family dynamic, and I hope you lots of fun. And there's a lot of creativity in carnelian as well. So that can be a really helpful stone to think of fun ways to enjoy your time together. Okay, and Lori. I can definitely get to a few of those, Lori. Just like I said, a lot of my stones are still packed, including a lot of the larger ones. And I do have a hard cutoff time tonight because I'm starting the Reiki 1 class. So let's see what I can get in here. I can definitely do Larimer Emerald Rose Quartz. Larimer Emerald Rose Quartz. And I have a little hattie cat watching me reach for the crystals. Rose quartz we're likely very familiar with. A wonderful stone that helps us to feel this unconditional love of spirit. And because it's so consistent, it makes it a lot easier for us to let go of what no longer serves, because it feels like something better can come in and support us. So definitely rose quartz, wonderful for the heart chakra and bringing balance there. So we'll just put these out here for now. We've got emerald, which helps with healing skin and tissue, so that'll definitely help Dell, as well as reigniting our passions for love and in life. This is also really helpful with anything upper respiratory, anything with breathing, and the whole cardiopulmonary system. COVID numbers are on the rise again, which stinks. This can be helpful for that, as well as asthma and allergies. Also helps to restore confidence around our appearance, especially around things where we may have been teased in the past. So again, with back to school and issues with that. So we'll bring in beautiful emerald. Okay. There we go. And aquamarine's in there. Rhodonite we definitely have. This is another stone that's helpful for the lungs, allergies, autoimmune, and asthma, all of which are things I struggle with. It's also superb for healing the cracks of a broken heart, so you can open your heart to love again, healing any kind of past emotional abuse, and supporting insecurity so that you can begin to heal and move past them as well. Helps to also balance the yin and yang in the body, especially alongside bumblebee jasper. So we'll go ahead and bring this in. Rhodonite is this beautiful pink and black. Sometimes they're more black than pink. Sometimes they're more pink than black. So it can look quite different depending on where you get yours from. And wonderful. Opal, do I have that? I'm sorry, it looks like opal, jade, and peacock ore are still packed. I'm working on it. Hopefully I'll have more of them out. I'll definitely have more of them out for Friday's streams. But thank you for your patience. It's good to see you. And let's see. Kanta, Christina, Patty, Vincent. Wonderful to see you. Wonderful to see you all. Okay, let's see. Where did I stop off? Ashley, you'd like some grounding. Sounds wonderful. Let's do some red jasper, my favorite grounding stone. Superb for the root chakra, which is vital needs, primal urges, fight or flight, fear and safety, all kinds of themes around that. So this is red jasper, also for fighting injustice, another good bullying stone for beginning of school, but empowerment as well as grounding, like fundamentally feeling in your body. It helps with everything about feeling supported and having basic needs met so you can move forward. If ever you feel like a frozen, can't quite move sort of sensation, like a freeze mode, this can be a really helpful stone. It also helps with protection energetically, and it's wonderful for things like depression too. So I'll bring this in, but yeah, if you need something to help you feel empowered, if you're stuck in freeze mode, wonderful stone. Help you to feel connected back to your body. There we go. So red jasper. So glad that you are here. You've also got wounds that are taking long to heal, absorption of nutrients. Gotcha, Dell. Lots of love to you. So wounds taking a long time to heal. Emerald is very helpful for that, as well as septarian. And carnelian. Carnelian's in there too, so that's helpful. Septarian also helps with like wound healing, like skin wounds that are really persistent. It's also really helpful for muscles, muscle aches, muscle spasms, and lots of emotional healing, like really deep emotional healing, especially if you feel like you're having a difficult time feeling vulnerable, or if you need to get to the root cause of a belief or an idea or a pattern that you've been struggling with. Septarian can be very, very supportive and illuminating at the same time. And it also supports the solar plexus chakra, which is our center of self-identity and prioritizing our wants, needs, and desires in life. So that is septarian. I'm going to put that on top of the rose quartz. And absorption of nutrients. There's a couple that are really good for that. And I'm going to bring in both. One is septarian. This is thought to help, among many other things, this is thought to help with things like diabetes, hypoglycemia, and regulating sugar in the body. It's also helpful. It's another one that's helpful for muscle weakness, rashes, eczema. And it's good for deficiencies, especially if it's magnesium or calcium, both of which I struggle with. So this is septarian. It's also good for general aches and pains and physical healing. So I'll bring that in. That's septarian. And I'm also going to bring in blue apatite. Blue apatite helps with our relationship with food, which on kind of a more spiritual and emotional side might be helpful. Also, if you have to change your diet to help optimize absorption, this can really help with that too. So blue apatite's also good for anyone who, if anyone has any intentions around gaining or losing weight, or just shifting their diet or approach to food in any way for any reason, this can be really supportive of you and your goals, what's in your individual best interest. Helps also with learning about our soul's purpose and having the courage to like step out there and take those steps in alignment with it. Also helps to shore up our energy field so we're less likely to take on the energy of others. And it's very powerful and helpful for coming into balance and peace and harmony. So if you ever feel like you're doing battle with your body, that's a good stone to work with. That's blue apatite. So I hope you're doing well, Dell. It's really wonderful to see you again. And I struggle with absorption too, so I know what you mean. Yeah, it can be really hard to figure out, what do I eat when? What's blocking the absorption of this? What's helping the absorption of that? It can be almost maddening, but I totally understand. Something for writing and for weight loss. So we got weight loss connected there. Not together because you're not writing about weight loss. Absolutely. So weight loss, definitely blue apatite. And we're going to go ahead and grab writing. My favorite writing stone, it's not that it's the only one, but it's a great one, is blue tiger eye. This is also a stone that can help with just bold communication, speaking your truth, whether it's written or literally spoken, however you're communicating. It protects truth tellers, especially for people who are telling the truth that is inconvenient or uncomfortable for others. It helps with like facts over feelings and public speaking. If you have to address a group, especially about something they don't want to hear, blue tiger eye can be very helpful. But it's a very, very potent support when it comes to writing specifically. Also helps with ease and calm, especially calming stress. And as we learned yesterday, this is an excellent stone for teachers. So let's bring this in. So that is blue tiger eye. So we'll put this here and here, here and here, all along the outside of that row there. Okay. So that's blue tiger eye. And I almost forgot Larimer. I think it was Lori that requested this. Larimer is only found in the Dominican Republic, and it helps us connect with our spiritual purpose and helps us to give us courage with our spiritual purpose and feel encouraged to walk along our path. It can be a lonely path when we walk along our soul's purpose because it doesn't look like anyone else's path. So it encourages you to say, it's okay that this feels completely new and different, and I feel a little weird out here on my own, but I feel supported. I feel connected with my conviction and what I know in my heart is true. So that's Larimer. And I'm wearing Larimer again today. So, yeah. Awesome. So we've also got Susan. I'm so sorry for that. Family issues, court coming up Tuesday, and Dexter's health and comfort. So let's do leopard skin jasper. Court issues coming up on Tuesday. Aquamarine helps with May Justice Prevail. And I'll also bring in Speedy Justice. Family issues, definitely carnelian. So let's bring in this sapphire. So this is good for speedy justice, and in general, it's helpful for connection to our spirit guides, our angels, and for channeling, mediumship, divination, getting answers for ourselves or others. If you do that work for others, this can help you to find the best words to express your impressions so that it will be meaningful to your querent. Also really helpful for the eyes and the ears, as well as the thyroid, and it's thought to support those struggling with dementia and those who love them, care about them, and care for them. Great for envisioning a positive potential outcome when everything is up in the air and changing as well. So there we go. So that is sapphire. So I hope that that helps. So speedy justice, and may justice prevail. Leopard skin jasper helps with animals, everything having to do with our animal companions and our connection with them and helping them to heal. Very helpful for connection to our animal guides and for attracting a soulmate. It also helps coordination and balance, as well as anything impacting the skin. So that is leopard skin jasper, which can come in a number of different colors too. So we'll go ahead and bring this in. Lots of love to Dexter, and lots of love to you and Greg. Hope everything goes well tomorrow, and I hope everything continues to go as well as possible with Dexter. So there we go. Okay. All the crazies came out of the woodwork. Yeah, that's happening. You're welcome. Jenny, good to see you. Okay. I'm going to try to get to everyone's request as best I can. Patience for dealing with high school students, absolutely. Let's do patience. We'll bring in dumortierite. This helps with both anger and patience. Also helps with chaotic energy in general. It can help with nervous dogs. It can help for standing up for yourself too, if anyone's struggling with that. And wonderful too if you're trying to cultivate a sense of tidiness. So this is dumortierite. So I hope that that helps your patience. There we go. Let's see. Evelyn, Archie, Noah, connection with their mom. Gotcha. Let's bring in some rhodochrosite. This stone is pink and white, and it helps with the mother-child bonding as well as wounds around the mother-child bond. This is wonderful also for the lungs, especially asthma, and for stress headaches. This is a beautiful stone for that. Also helpful for the heart and circulation, as well as telepathy and connection to the ancestors. So rhodochrosite. There we go. For reopening angelic communication, sapphire can be really helpful. I'm going to get a couple of Chris's. We'll see if I can get all of them. I did see another request too for lapis, so let's put that in first. This helps with pain and inflammation, as well as completion of goals, follow through, owning your commitments, as well as this is another stone that helps if you're looking to move past disorganization. It helps to communicate with truth and honesty, as well as moving upward in your career. So that is lapis. There we go. Yeah, it's a really wonderful stone of integrity. We'll also do pyrite. ruby and garnet. Garnet helps with organization, but also courage and practicality, as well as creativity. This is one that helps you take a fresh look at your tasks and your to-do list, helps you find the best way, the best new approach to taking on all of those tasks and organizing things in a way that helps you to optimize your time, which ultimately just gives you more of your day back, more of your life back. There we go. It's very stabilizing and also helps with grounding. Ruby can be empowering all on its own, but especially with garnet. I love working with them together. This is a stone that can be really helpful when it comes to having the courage to be yourself, but also for leadership and management types of themes. Also helps love, fertility, and is also thought to help things like fibromyalgia. So we'll go ahead and, yeah, I'll put that right after garnet. There we go. Pyrite's another stone that can help with abundance and calling on financial abundance specifically. It's fool's gold. We hope that it helps to attract the real stuff. It's also very protective while also opening up our intuition so that we can connect with those messages, but also be discerning about what we're connecting with and how we bring that information in. Helpful for fever, the lungs, and the memory. And it's also thought to be really helpful for the side effects of radiation treatment too. So that is pyrite, also known as fool's gold. So just bear with me while I add this in. Whoop. There we go. And I'll add one more. Aventurine seems important. This helps expand our vision of our soul's potential and helps us to see that we're greater and more capable than we think we are. It also helps with allergies and eye problems as well as learning. So definitely great for students who are like, I can't learn this, that's beyond me. This helps you to say, well, wait a minute, let me give it a chance. Maybe I can try. It also helps with the rhythms of the heart too. So that is green aventurine. So we'll bring this in. Yeah, anytime that I have anyone that says they're tech phobic, this is a stone that helps to alleviate that, I can't do that, and helps to say, like, maybe I'm capable of learning. So if you feel like you're stuck in a rut of, I'm not capable, green aventurine can really provide a lot of encouragement. So let's see what else. Let's bring in that moonstone too, and then we'll move on, and I'll probably come back to your request, time permitting. Moonstone helps with connection to the rhythms and patterns of nature, any kind of lunar magic, as well as connection to divine timing and trust in divine timing. Helps with being intuitive, being aware of deep truths, and even old styles of old practices, old healing styles, old spiritual truths. This can help you to connect with them and absorb that wisdom. It's also wonderful for attracting love and for everything about the divine feminine and protection of women, as well as protection of anyone who is traveling, and that's moonstone. So let me just go ahead and create some space for this in our beautiful little grid. Put that here and here. Moonstone can look so many different ways. There we go. And I will definitely come back to this. I did not get the package from Korakar yet. I will see Korakar soon. Let me see. Amazonite, we have Septarian and Lapis, Sunstone. So we'll do Amazonite, Fuchsite, Sunstone. Sunstone kind of picks up where aventurine leaves off. It helps to greatly expand our vision of ourselves and to really set the bar high for ourselves. This is one that helps us to be noticed and recognized. So if you're looking to be noticed in your company for, say, like upward movement, if you're looking to be noticed in job interviews, or if you are promoting yourself or a business, this can be very, very helpful. It brings also a lot of room for career improvement, helps to bring opportunities in that regard, and it is helpful for phobias alongside malachite too. Wonderful for protection against anyone who would manipulate money around you, and also for just in general luck, like asking for luck and help with that. So we'll bring in orange sunstone. Fuchsite helps with boosting the power of the stones around it, as well as connection to and healing your inner child through play. This is a stone that helps you to connect to play just for the sake of play, for letting go, for being connected with your more childlike self for the sake of healing and balance. So that's Fuchsite. Amazonite helps with self-respect and self-care, particularly for those among us who tend to, anyone who might tend to prioritize others over themselves, not thinking as highly of their own intentions and needs as others. It helps to prevent burnout in that way. Also wonderful for the spine and spinal nerves, as well as also another stone of luck. It's one of my favorite stones for nurses because it really helps with, hey, take care of yourself before you burn out. So there you go. That is Amazonite. And awesome. And we got lapis. So Kanta, tender third chakra where you once had an umbilical hernia. Taking it easy to strengthen and avoid further injury. Healing energy to identify and will center, much appreciated. Gotcha. So let's go. We definitely have some good ones for muscle already covered. Let's definitely do third chakra is solar plexus. We've got some good help there with Septarian. Just hold on one moment. We'll also bring in yellow calcite, my favorite stone for the solar plexus. It's a stone of joy and optimism, and also helping to support your center of self-identity, free will, and prioritizing your wants, needs, and desires in life. This is a stone that helps with clearing any blockages around personal identity as well as boundaries, and can help you to release the need of approval of others. So we'll bring this in. It's great for self-confidence too. So let's put that up here. And that's yellow calcite. So I hope that that helps, Kanta. Yay. There we go. Okay, let's see what I have of crazy lace, agate, kambaba, and green kyanite. I have green kyanite. I have kambaba stone. And do I have crazy lace? I do. I do have crazy lace. So green kyanite helps with the throat, the chest, lungs, asthma. When we had the Omicron variant going around, this was one that we used a lot, and a lot of folks said they found it really, really helpful. So if anyone's struggling with breathing, upper respiratory, COVID-y type things, I hope that this is supportive for you. It also helps to support our connection with nature and living our life really balanced, helping to harmonize our spiritual self with our mundane everyday self. Oops, sorry, that's out of focus. So that is green kyanite. Also helpful with just wisdom through intuition, and like I said, connection with nature, but like nature in terms of nature spirits, the plants, the animals. So let's go ahead and put green kyanite out. Yeah, there we go. Kambaba stone is very connected with any issues around the environment and connection to the earth around us and nature. It is fossilized blue-green algae. Helps us with connection to our ancestors too. So this helps with the growth of plants and crops, and it aids meditation too, can help you to connect to the natural rhythms around you. Helps with courage and confidence, as well as learning particularly different languages. Anytime that you want to connect with your ancestors or with your ancestral home, like ancestral land, this can be a really helpful stone. But yeah, anything around environmental issues, this is a very powerful stone. And let's see. Let's put this here and here. Yeah. There we go. Crazy lace agate helps with balance, courage, and it's another stone that can really help with phobias and fears, especially if it's around insects and or spiders, as well as spider magic. If you have a guardian of spider, this can be really helpful to make that connection and symbolize that connection too. It helps with confidence and protection, especially support around the skin, the eyes, and the ears. It helps also with physical energy and with connection to the past. So if you're dealing with any kind of like paranormal type stuff, or if you're looking to connect with spirits of the past, this can be a really helpful stone. So that is crazy lace agate. There we go. So glad that you are here. You see the green kyanite, and you'll raise it a blue kyanite. You got it. Okay. Blue kyanite helps with understanding the spiritual messages that we get, whether it's in our dreams, our just base intuition, if it's in connection with meditation, or however we get our messages. This is one that can help illuminate like but what does that mean side of it. Also helps with radical self-acceptance, accepting yourself and loving yourself exactly as you are, as well as neurological concerns, particularly those around matters of mobility and speech. There we go. So that is blue kyanite. Let's see. We have rose quartz. Super 7 I have packed up, but we do have it. It was a gift from Chris. And I do have indigo gabbro, I believe. Yeah. Indigo gabbro helps with finding the root cause of how we get in our own way. I like to think of it as like detrimental tendencies, like to find them and root them out. Also helps with intuition, especially with dreams and meditations. It helps with integrating a spiritual connection, and with anything around menopause, women's health, and even period pain. In general, just shadow work. So indigo gabbro also goes by the name mystic merlinite. So we'll go ahead and bring this in. Where shall we place you? We'll place you here. And I don't have amber, I'm sorry. I do have azurite, but I don't, oh wait, no, I don't have azurite. That's packed up. I'm so sorry. What do I have? It's about time to transition into the healing. Let's see what else we can add in here. We'll put in indigo gabbro here and here. And for the other stone, because I see a lot of solar plexus yellow type stones that have come up, I'm going to bring in some mahogany obsidian. Mahogany obsidian helps with releasing perfectionism and also with releasing any need for approval. It helps with releasing anger, helps with skin healing, as well as pain with the teeth and gums, and just perfectionism in general, letting that go. Also helps with meeting goals and anything having to do with the skin. So that is mahogany obsidian, and I'm going to grab one more. For dealing with the very chaotic energy that seems to be in the air, and it seems like a lot of you are noticing that in the way people are acting, this is a bigger piece of fluorite. This can help with definitely like grounding those chaos vibes and helping us to find our own personal stillness within that chaos. So we'll bring this in. There we go. Awesome. I think we're good for now. Yeah, let's go ahead and transition into the Reiki so that I can make sure I'm on time for my Reiki class. I thank you all so much for putting up with the fact that I don't have all my crystals with me. We need to end a little early today, and I deeply appreciate all of you being here. And as usual, I'm going to ask that you go ahead and help lift the energy of the space that you are in, the space that we're sharing, by going ahead into the chat. Click that like button if you haven't already, and then share anything that you're grateful for, anything at all. Gratitude lifts and shifts the energy really quickly, really powerfully. So go ahead and share that. If you don't feel like you want to share it out loud, just take a deep breath in and out and think of all the things that you're grateful for. It'll do the same. While you all are doing that, I'm going to explain a little bit about what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and then we're going to dive into the session. So thanks again for being here. So thanks again. My name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you want to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, go ahead and visit learnreikiphiladelphia.com to learn all about it. It's wonderful to have y'all here. So today we're going to go ahead and get into some Reiki healing. And what does Reiki mean? So Reiki has become more or less a catch-all term for energy healing. Specifically, I work with Usui Reiki, and this particular technique was created by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s of Japan, at a time when teaching anything that even looked a little bit like a religion, that wasn't, a very specific religion, was not okay at all. So this particular method is deeply spiritual, yet at the same time, completely secular. So it can appeal to many folks. I feel like that's a big part of why it appeals to us so much in the West. So to understand the very core concept of what energy is in this practice, we're best to look at Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everyone and everything is interconnected and inextricably linked. It's thought that spirit, however you would define it in this case, provides this energy that keeps us alive and sustained, and more than just a collection of cells, and that energy flows through and to everyone all the time, and that our body, mind, and spirit are always working with that energy to bring about the greatest balance and healing that we can achieve in a particular moment. Whether or not we're aware of it, this is sort of happening in the background. So today what I'll be doing is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy and direct even more of it to you, where your body, mind, and spirit can put it to the best use with your intentions in mind. During the session, you may feel some physical sensations. You may have some emotions come up or get released. Mentally, you may be able to parse some things out or even hear your subconscious. And spiritually, you may get some deep synchronicities, some clarity, a big intuition, whatever the case might be. Just go ahead and notice it. And also, you may just have a really groovy nap, which is amazing and a great reason to be here. And more than likely, your session is going to look like the perfect blend of all of those things that is best for you today and in this moment. While I'm sending this Reiki to you, wherever you are and whenever you happen to be watching, more on that in a moment, I will turn the lights down, so you will notice that the lights move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe, and I'll turn the music up. So if you would like to learn more about our musical creator, she's linked in the bottom of the description, so you can go ahead and enjoy her music anytime that works for you. Additionally, Reiki is not subject to the same limitations that we as humans have in this dimension. So Reiki doesn't have to just be in one place at one time. It can be everywhere all the time. So whenever you happen to be finding this video, this healing is for you, regardless of how far into the future or how far away you are from me physically. So go ahead and enjoy it. For those of you who are here live, if you would like to go ahead and get some Reiki another day, say you feel like you need a session and I'm not live, go ahead and check out the past healing live streams. You can always feel better. Just take a look at the pictures of the thumbnails and you'll just sort of know which is the best fit for you. And for where you are in relation to me, it doesn't matter where you are, you're invited to enjoy this session. What do you do during the session? Whatever you like. I usually suggest that you get physically comfortable, sit up, lay down, whatever feels right to you. At the same time, you can get up, move, bend, journal, do yoga, some stretches, get up and get a glass of water. You don't have to remain perfectly still. You don't have to keep your mind silent, and you don't have to focus on anything. Just go ahead and be. If at any point you get distracted or you want to go a little deeper into the session, just take a deep cleansing breath in and out, and it'll help you sink back into the session. At the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll invite you to take a deep breath, come back to your body, and at that point I'll reopen the chat, or well, I'll re-engage with chat so that I can answer any of your questions and even hear out your individual experiences. I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times, every week, except for that one time I moved. Other than that, I hadn't missed a single session in over a year. So you can go ahead and subscribe with your notifications on and set it in your calendar so that you can always have a place to jump in, be yourself, and find the support of this amazing community, which I couldn't appreciate you all more, and the Reiki itself. So thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and a privilege to share this with you. It truly, truly is. Thank you for your ongoing support. Let's go ahead and peek in the chat and then get into the Reiki. Ooh, pretty. I'm sorry for those sneaking in late. I'm so sorry I have to end on time today because I have a Reiki class starting after. But Lisa, Lila Ray, so wonderful to see you both. Oh yeah, and don't forget to hit the like button if you don't mind. I really appreciate that. Also, if you are wondering why you're not getting notifications, I've heard it reported that the more you hit the like button for a channel, the more notifications you're likely to receive. But I have no way to authenticate that, so I don't know. It's a YouTube thing. It's out of my control. But go ahead, get nice and comfy. lay down, sit up, stretch, move, bend, journal, whatever feels right to you in this time, and the healing will find you. And if there is an intention you forgot or that I didn't get to, just bring it to mind. Take a deep breath in and out. The universe will absolutely hear you, and it'll be addressed by the session. So thank you all for being here. Enjoy the Reiki, and I'll be back for you in 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Move your fingers and toes. When you're ready, you can slowly come back to the computer. Thank you so much for being here. And if you have any questions or anything to share, go ahead and use the chat. Same to you, Catherine, and I'll be back on Friday at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time. And no tarot for all 12 signs this month, unfortunately. I'm just stretched too thin with everything. Thank you, Lori. Oh, thank you, Patty. And you're welcome, Jenny. You're welcome, Goddess of Four. You're welcome, Lisa. Oh, I'm so glad, Bev. Oh, and Dell, you're so welcome. Have a wonderful rest of your day. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close here with an abundance of gratitude. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Lauren. Thanks for being here. So if anyone wants to hit that like button on the way out, I'd super appreciate it. And I will be back, as I mentioned, Friday at both 4 and 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time, as well as Sunday, 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time. So take care. Farewell for now. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye, Sue. Bye, Vincent. And thank you again for all of your help, Vincent.